and say hello, and we'll have a little look at my haberdashery journal. It's all I've been doing all week. My back has been so bad that I literally haven't been able to walk. You know, normally I'm fine pottering around the house, making myself a cup of tea. No, I haven't even been able to do that. I've been in so much pain. It is unbelievable. And it's entirely my own fault because I tried to do some physio, you know, to strengthen things and that. And I absolutely buggered myself up is the best way to describe it. But honestly, it's been no fun. I've been trying to get my medication right so that I'm not in pain anymore. You know, I've been trying to be careful. I've literally been sitting here cutting things out. So I'm going to show you what I've been cutting out and what I've been doing. I've got the haberdashery journal ready to decorate. So let me show you. Let's have a quick flip through it. I'm not 100% sure about the cover. I absolutely love this like fabric that it is. It's this, which is flocked on the back. It's a flocked on the back and it's shiny and it's covered in quilling that I thought from a distance, I thought it was embroidery. It does look like embroidery from a distance, but it's actually quilling. So I'm not sure whether it's right for a haberdashery journal. Can you buy quilling things in a haberdashery shop? I'm not sure. Anyway, I decided I'm going to keep it on and I'm going to cover it with something else, and I'm going to use some of this if I can. I absolutely love this. This is going to be for the topper of the journal. I should probably cut out an oval shape and use it on the front. That'll be the backing for the main topper. And then inside I've got some of the most gorgeous papers, and I got them from a group on Facebook, some of them, not all of them. I absolutely love this. Look how gorgeous that is. That is card, and I've actually sewn that to the cover. And this is probably my favourite page in the whole book. I just love it. Love it. Then we've got writing space, or I can put something on there. We've got more of this gorgeous papers. I love them so much. Here we've got a very old pattern, but it wasn't complete. Look, 3 shillings, look. And it's for these little dresses. And because it wasn't complete, I used the cover of it in here, and I've elasticed the signatures in so that it could be taken out, you know, and used if wanted. This is a bit of you see I've put some velvet ribbon on the edge of that page, and this is a bit of like pattern paper showing you how to stitch in a zip. We've got this, which I love, and it's got all buttons on it and little bobbins and all sorts on there. Love it. This is from I got a whole bag from I was at a car boot sale last year, probably even the year before, and the lady had got a carrier bag full of patterns, knitting patterns, sewing patterns, some handwritten patterns, and she sold me the whole bag, carrier bag full, for £3. I nearly fainted. I couldn't leave it. I did share some of it with some of my crafting friends as well. And then we've got double page there, and I can do a double page spread on there, or I could leave one side for writing and just decorate the other. I absolutely, this is I've done this edge with gathered fabric. You can see that I've sewn some of the edges of the pages. This is the other bit of that sewing pattern, how to insert a zip. Look at these, I just love it. Look at this. This is some of that really fancy braiding that I got. This is the back of that pattern packet it is. Look at this. Oh, I absolutely love this journal. Look at that one. I love it so much. And then we've got, this is it's sticky backed ribbon, so you can glue it on, and so I glued that onto there. I love this. I love all the colours. You know what I'm like? I love things that are like all different colours, and I love it so much. And it was like a little booklet, a lister booklet, And I've got some of it left to make dangles with as well, so chuffed with that. This is a knitting pattern, and I think you could still knit it. I did have to cut it down a tiny bit, but I think you could still knit it if you slid it out and you wanted to. More fabric on the edge of that page. Look at this, I just love them. I love it so much. We've got some pom-poms on the end of there. That's definitely haberdashery, isn't it? More sewing. More of that paper with lace on it. More sewing. The other side of the knitting pattern. More sewing. The other side of the Lister booklet. Isn't it gorgeous? I love that so much. We've got some braid on the edge of that page. This is a third signature. This is from a booklet. More of that really fancy braid there. Another sewn, this is a cluster, not a cluster, what do you call it? I used different pieces and sewed them all together and then put that pink ribbon over the top. It's a scrappy cluster, I think, and I've made it into an edging. Then we've got part of another pattern here. Here's the other part of the pattern. And then I put a strip of that down there, look. Do you know that? I absolutely love it. I do. I don't know why, but it absolutely is just, I absolutely love it. Then we've got the other part. It's from a Prima pattern. Then we've got, oh, look, I just love it. I'm going to make pockets and things on these pages, but I want to sort of try and leave them so that you can see them as well. I don't know. We'll see. That's the back of that leaflet. And then this is the back page. Look at that. I love those colours, the pinks and the like pale aqua colours. Love it. We've got a mannequin here. There's lots of mannequins, lots of buttons, lots of thread, pins. Yeah, it's full of all sorts of things like that. And then to decorate it, I've printed out these pages. These are some of my favourite pages that can be cut up. I've printed out ones that can be cut up to use for pockets and belly bands, maybe cut into tags. I was thinking this one, if you cut down here, that would make a belly band, wouldn't it? These would make pockets if you cut round there and round there. There's even tags at the bottom, look. This one I thought you could cut up into tags or pockets, or even a belly band at the side and then a couple of pockets. I love this, and this I thought would make a beautiful belly band, that middle part. Well, you could have three different belly bands, but I don't think we've got room in the book for three, but really like this. Love it. And it's got ribbon and lace. It's just gorgeous, isn't it? And this, oh, this is my favourite out of the ones I've printed out. But I was thinking I could use this to make, I'm going to make like a multi-pocket on a page, and I think half of it would be enough, it would. And then I could probably make a couple of journaling cards or something out of the rest of it. But isn't it beautiful? It's printed out beautifully. Then I've got this one. That would be good for the background of something, wouldn't it? And the same with that one. These are all buttons, and that's all, it looks like seam binding wrapped around a bobbin. So I've got this is how I've done it. I've got bags full of, these are the decorations, and I've printed out a sheet full of words as well. All the words, you know, buttons, ribbon, needles, sewing, so I can cut them out as I need them. I've got this one which is full of writing, little notepads, little writing books, folded over pieces of paper. There are more pages in here that I can cut up. There are little bits of lace paper to decorate things with. Yeah, or I could use them as belly bands. There are some belly bands in here, I think, as well, that I've done. There are things to use to make pockets with. There are envelopes. Yeah, I've made these little things. I've made a few of these, 2 or 3 anyway, to put in there on the edge of the pages. That one says make, do, amend on it, and this one says lace, fabric and trim on it. Yeah, love it. And there is another one of those somewhere as well, and I made those, you know, with this journal in mind because I knew I was going to be doing it. Then in here I've got all my journaling cards, tags, things like that will go into. I've made some like this lot, and I may well put some ribbon around those. I may put some ribbon around them a little bit, just one or two of them, and then use them as an ornament in the book rather than as a journaling card. I've also got some cards to sew some buttons onto, and I thought I would sew some real buttons onto a couple of them, and then I've got some paper buttons to sew onto the rest. Yeah, so that's all my ideas, and like I said, I've got them in these bags, look, all sorted. And then I've got some more pieces of pattern here, pieces of patterns. There's an old magazine, there's more of that paper there, you know, just if I want to use it or pop any in for anything. I was thinking you could make like a little pocket and put, you know, a good chunk of that square paper in case someone who's got the haberdashery book wanted to use it to well, for a pattern, because that's what it's for. In here I've got more words. These are words that are from a printable. I've got these ones. That one says one stitch at a time. This one says because I said sew, S-E-W. And there's another one in there that says something like a stitch in time. There's these little paper buttons which I'll use to put on the button cards. These are little backgrounds I thought I could maybe use for some of these words. You know, I could maybe put a word on there like that. I saved the paper. That's a tiny little tag. I've got these words here. You can see that I've got lots to be going on with. And in my dangle drawer, I have been putting little bits in here that I can use. I've got so much in here that I can use to make dangles. I did cut some extra bits and pieces out. Okay, there was so much stuff in that drawer, I had to tip it all out and find the things that I had laminated and cut out for dangles. There's tons of it here, I won't use it all, but things like this, that is a little awl that we could put on a dangle. I've got this little scissors in a case, I love that. I've got these little thread samples, sewing samples. They've got a little hole in the top where I've laminated them. Another one there. I've got cut some of those up and made them into dangles, little bits that were left over from that booklet. This is a little yarn, like an embroidery thread thing that I cut out. This is a little thing that I made. I love that. I saw some pictures of some. I've got some pictures of some, and I thought, well, why don't I make a real one? And that's what I did, and I love it. This is a little, it's actually got pictures of pins on it, and all the pins are decorated differently. These are for attaching lace to, and then just I'm going to attach lace to them and then just, you know, have them dotted around in the journal. Another one of those, a thimble, a little thing of thread. So we've got some smaller things, some buttons, some thread samples, a little pin cushion. So my plan is, so I've got all these little bits all cut out and laminated, and my plan is to like layer them up with pieces of lace and ribbon to make I've got some scraps of lace and ribbon in here, so I can use that. I've also got different ribbons in this box here, along with my stickers, pieces of fabric, little bits of glitter, thread, there's all sorts. So that's what I'm going to do, and I'm going to use the bulb pins, little bulb pins, to layer them up on. I've got some tiny little beads that I can use as well. I've got stamps here as well that I could put onto some. I've got some tiny little tags in here somewhere like this, look, little blank tags, and I could put a little stamp on there. I've got a little tiny tag there I could put a stamp on. Yeah, I've got these little numbers and little bits of paper I could put a stamp on. Yeah, I shan't use them all because otherwise I'll have a dangle on every single page, but yeah, that's my plan, to do some dangles. So we'll call that it for this video, else we'll be here all night because I've got so much stuff to show you. These can go on my dangles as well. These are little charms that I've bought. So what I'll do, I'll end this video here and then we'll come back and I'll make the dangles. I'll show you how I do them. Okay, so bye for now. I hope you enjoyed that and got some inspiration from it, and I'll see you in my next video, hopefully. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.